That's not even a question to ask. Like, of course, you're winning the title.
There's a reason I asked you. Hazelwood went from 4 for 12 to 4 times 12 plus 8. 0 for 56. Jitesh drops Butler on 1 and he goes on to smack a 4 and 3 sixes in his next 4 balls. 39 of 90 and he ended up. Rajat, very controversial catch or non-catch. Don't know what to say. Venki was definitely a sub, but I don't know what kind of impact he had. That's just 4 things going wrong all at once. That's not execution. That's a bad day. And guys, we are allowed to have bad days. We're still second, 14 points, 10 games, lots left to play for. This is the Red and Hold show. Oh, sorry. Did I say hold? I meant bold. This is the Red and Bold show. This is your review. Guys, you know my favorite question to ask, as if I'm a therapist. But Shubi, how are you feeling right now, man?
I'm okay, man. I think, like you said, that we're allowed to have bad days. And I think it's one of those games, I think, where we need to put our hands up and say that GT were the better side. They fielded better than us. They bowled better than us. And I think they also did bat better than us in the important phases of the game. Overall, I still think we'll be fine. It's something which I've maintained through the season. I think we're still one of the best teams in the league. I think we should make the top 2. Some important learnings from today, which I'm sure we'll talk about. But overall, I'm okay, man. I think these things happen in a long season.
Yeah, no, 100%. Dude, I called Shubi before this recording and I told him, man, I'm really sorry, but I want to cancel this because I feel bad after losing. But he told me, man, buckle up. Like, we're going to lose games. It's going to happen. We'll be okay. So Ayush, same question for you. How do you feel? But also add to that, when did you lose hope?
So I agree with Shubi for most part of it. I think it was just a bad day. And I think that it's like a pattern now, right? 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 wins, 1 loss. So I guess it was just meant to be today. Overall, I think a lot of positives from the performance as well. A couple of things didn't go our way. I was really disappointed with the catch that Holder took. I thought that was clearly not out. And I also want to say that I feel like it's sucks, but the game is kind of decided at the toss most of the times, I think, this year. And we, especially against a team like GT, like I'm sure if we batted second, we would have chased it down with Vicky up there. And same thing with Gill and Sudarshan. It was right up their alley. Obviously, Sudarshan didn't do it, but I think the toss was massive. And on that note, I also want to add that because I missed the review of the Punjab and Rajasthan game, I also want to add that we keep talking about how good Punjab is, but actually, if you go back and look at how many tosses they've won, I think, like, forget the no result game. I think they've lost only 2 tosses, out of which one was against LSG, so they won it anyway. And the other one was against Rajasthan, and that's why they lost. So I think at the end of the day, it's come down to how many tosses you win more than how good they have been. And same for us.
Editor, can you please fact check this and put on screen how many tosses Kings 11 have won, how many we've won as well? Because I said this in a previous video I used to, that I the game is at 7 a.m. bro. I never wake up at 7 a.m. But I force myself at 6:30 because the toss is literally the game, guys. But I'm gonna put my hands up today. I slept through the toss, man. I'm sorry if that is the reason we lost. I'm sure on some level, each and every one of us believe our own actions lead to some greater consequence. So that's where I'm coming from. I don't think I'm any different than you, but I'm just telling you, I did not do my job today. And it sucks to lose the toss. Should be same question for you, but when was the game lost? Don't give me the toss, like a moment when you gave up.
So, couple of moments which came to mind for me. One, the first ball of GT's innings when Shubman Gill just edged it behind under edge. Where that to me felt like, maybe it was because we were playing in Ahmedabad, but it felt like the 2023 World Cup final thing where we're like, okay, we have a small target, we need to defend, we need everything to go our way. And then like a few of those edges, few of those plays and misses, I'm like, oh, is this not our day? So I had that feeling on that first ball. But honestly, I still somehow kind of had hope throughout the innings, the second innings, that because we kept getting wickets at important moments where I sort of had that hope that we could kind of do it. So that way, I would say maybe it was only when those 2 4s went of Suyash in, I think, the 16th over, was when I'm like, okay, yeah, now it's definitely done. But I think that just shows that how RCB has changed, man. That like even for this, right until the end, there was hope there.
Dude, completely agree, Shubhi. I had hope, man. I really had hope till the very end. Maybe even after those Suyash fours, I still thought, guys, like in a test match, when you see like, obviously in T20s and ODIs, you see you need this many runs from this many balls. But in a test match, it'll show you how many wickets you need to win. Bro, I feel like I was so locked in on that 4 wickets to win this game. And I really thought, even if it was 16 runs, man, we could do it. We would do it. Ayush, let me ask you this question. How did you feel at the innings?
I felt like we were definitely short by at least 15, 20 runs, if not more. Like, I think 20 more and we would have been able to like at least fight.
Bro, 50, 60 is what I thought you'd say.
For a normal, good RCB day, for sure. I think 20 more and we would have been able to give it a fight. But I still felt like there's hope because of how well our bowling has been doing. So I wouldn't say that I felt like we were out of it. And I mean, well, that's why we watch the game, right? Always hoping for a miracle. I mean, if you lose hope, then what's the point?
Is it just like for me? There was also a bit of interest where I'm like, oh, nice, a 150 score. Like we're just so used to the 220, 230s. So there's something about like the 150. We're like, okay, like now we really need to go for it with our bowling now. So there's one part of me which is also kind of like interested to see how we perform in this situation.
If we're bowling first and we restrict them to 150, I agree with you. If we are batting first and we've scored 150 on any pitch, I disagree.
No, I'll add, if you're playing against KKR or LSG, then 150 is probably a winning total, bro. Doesn't matter what. But all right, guys, as you can see, mood is upbeat. Like, this is okay. I personally wanted to cancel this recording, but these two boys forced me to do it because they said, hey, man, like, there's so much to learn, so much to talk about. And there's really no need to hit the panic button. So we're not going to do that. You know what button I'm going to hit? Editor, report card on screen, please. All right, guys, before we go into ourselves, I wanted to call out a very bold fan, a very red and bold fan, Sahitya. Thanks for your love. He says before the match, he's feeling a Romario redemption game and even predicted a man of the match performance. Dude, I told you in the comments, if that happens, you're going to join this show right now. So, guys, here's Sahit. Sorry, that was not a man of the match. That's a fail. That's a fail, man. Speaking of fails, I myself called a Bethel 50. Because I thought that was so bold, thinking like, yeah, I think Salt's going to miss another game because I know hamstring injury is better than others. And yeah, guess what? I woke up in the morning, Salt does not play, Bethel's playing. My dad messages me saying, hey, Adi, I think you're going to get your Bethel 50. Did not get my Bethel 50, did not get my bold prediction, but I got a message from my dad in validation. So let's go, guys. Bharat messaged us saying he wasn't on the show, so he had to message his prediction. He said a KP 2-4. First of all, guys, that ain't bold enough. Second of all, 2-4, you meant, does he take 2 wickets or does he bowl 2 balls? Because neither of them happened. Sorry, Bharat, not today. Ariman, you stuck with Sai Sudarshan. Points for persistence, man. Your prediction was less than 10 balls faced, and boy, did he face less than 10 balls.
That was solid. That was damn solid.
Bhuvi got to him, man. Bhuvi definitely got to him there. Ayush, you went for a Bhuvi hat trick? Bro, I wish we are lenient enough to give a 3-4 as a hat trick. If they were all in the same over, I think we'd give it to you. But unfortunately, not the case. But Bhuvi, what a legend, man. What an outswinger. What an in-swinger he's got. Amazing. The weirdest prediction of all should be... Wait, actually, I'll say it out. He says Virat and Gill will have banter on the field. You want to explain your prediction first before
I'll give you the context, right? So one, when you send me a message saying, can you send in like your prediction? It was like 7 a.m. So like my eyes have opened and the first thing I see and I just like, this is the first thing which came to mind. And second, I'll explain. So Kohli usually when he's up against his India teammates in the IPL, like you'll see it with a bit of Rohit, you'll see it with Jaddu, a few of these guys, KL. He always will have like a bit of back and forth with them, like when he's out there, you're playing around a little bit, and him and Gill really get along. So I'm like 100% like there will be something going on between the two, and I mean it happened. Like,
but then how is it a bold prediction? You're literally saying 100% is going to happen. Then it's not bold at all.
It's bold in the sense where like what if it was like a super tight match situation? It couldn't have happened. I mean, look, my point, the way I try to win this game isn't to be the most bold. It's to be what you guys would not be predicting and then get up the scoreboard.
No, that's
So-
fine. Shubi, you're actually 2 from 2 in your last 2 bold predictions. Great stuff. Guys, I was not going to give Shubi this prediction, somewhat may, because I was like, that's not a prediction and that's not even bold. But after Gill hit that shot to Kohli and he took that catch in the covers and he stared him down, he smashed his hand. Like, I was like, bro, that is
was
the
hype.
moment to be predicted.
No,
So
I have two things to say here actually. One is that you said 2 for 2 for Shubhi. Neither of them were related to cricket. So like what are we
Bro,
doing here?
but
I don't know.
being in the 11 is cricket. Like, what do you mean?
But the second one is coming back to like this game's prediction. First of all, Kohli will give a send off to any player. Like even if any player could have gotten out, I'm telling you, Virat Kohli, if he took that catch same way, he would have gone and dropped him back to the dugout himself personally. So it didn't matter if it was Shubman Gill or not.
fair enough. But dude, that I
See,
think
I
that
just think
moment was
that-
extra
Yeah.
exaggerated. I think that was extra aggressive from
Yeah,
even by
it-
Virat standards. So I want to give Shubi this, bro. Like, there's no way he's gonna get his next one right if this is how he plays. So might as well give him this one.
But
Look,
next
I
week he's
just think-
probably going to say Salt is coming back.
Look, I'm just saying, like, you know, like everyone has like this podcast team is a bit like RCB. Everyone has like very specific roles, so you don't kind of overlap. So like people like Ayush will get like a super specific number in, like he will score this much. But I'm like, I will get the more left field one. So like we keep all bases covered. So like I'll think of one. Who do we play next? LSG, I think, or something. So
Yeah. I'm sure some Rishabh Pant ducks need to be called for the next week. But anyway, guys, tune in next week for our preview. Let's get into my favorite and the reason we do this show, 6 things we learned. Alright, Shubi, you know how this works? 6 things we learned. Kick us off, man.
I mean, we've spoken about him already in this episode a little bit, but it has to be Bhuvi, man. Just such a good spell. Getting his 4 in early. I think that was also very sharp captaincy by Rajat. And just really, really good wickets. I mean, I think the Butler one was probably my favorite, just because I think Butler was looking really good at that point, right? He'd been dropped, he'd taken his second life, and he was looking good. And just the way Bhuvi stuck to his lines, stuck to his length, it was that type of disciplined bowling you need for when you're defending 150, right? Like it's that type of length which he just consistently stuck to, and just such an amazing buy in the auction. I think, like, allowed to put my hand up and say that when RCB did get him, I thought we'd overpaid massively, and I did not understand the reasoning. But I mean, he has the purple cap right now and is the second highest in the all-time wicket takers. I mean, unbelievable, just unbelievable, and a testament to I think his longevity. He's been around like his second RCB spell, right? And it's just amazing.
Dude, Shubi, I was hoping you would forget that he's the second highest wicket taker so I can drop that stat in. So, editor, put on screen, man. Highest wicket takers in the IPL. Chahal had a lead of about 28 or 30. I think Bhuvi was under 190. He was like 199 or 198 when the season started. Bro, look at where he is now. And Chahal is coming for you, man. Before the end of this year, he'll have the purple cap and he'll be the highest wicket taker. So we'll have Virat and Bhuvi, guys. Awesome. Speaking of Virat and Bhuvi, Ayush, maybe I've set you up for your next box, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I will go with Kohli, and we already spoke about the aggression that he showed on the pitch. So I think that part of it also has a lot to do with why I'm giving him the green box. So I think, firstly, obviously the way he took down Rabada, and that normally would be a matchup. Like it's normally a matchup that we are scared of because I think the numbers aren't great against Rabada. So the way he took him out and like with really, really good shots, and even the 6th ball should have gone for the 4. And I think Rabada got lucky to get a foot down to it. So yeah, I think the overall intent and aggression that he's shown, even with the like in the field as well, I think the commentator mentioned it like several times that the only reason why we are still in the game is because someone like him is, spreading that energy on the team or like around the team, which is pumping up everyone to do like a little better out there and puts a lot of pressure on the batsman as well. So that's the only reason why we were in the game for so long.
I found it interesting how I think Darren Ganga asked Ravi Shastri, like, "Oh, Ravi, you've coached him. How do you keep a lid on his emotions?" And Ravi's
He's
like,
like,
"It's simple.
"No
You
lid."
don't." I just love that.
I'm glad you forgot this, Ayush, because I have something to add to this conversation now. Guys, it sucks to be the host, man. They get all the plaudits and I just have to pick up the leftovers. So here's my leftover is dude, there was like 5 ball spell. Okay, we hadn't gotten anyone out yet. He barely missed a run out, right? That would have been out if he got, and that was Gill really early. And that overthrow 4, bro.
Yeah.
Where did he throw that, man? Like there was 2 fielders backing it up and he like bisected them. So no,
Yeah.
Kohli's not a yellow box, but man, a different day. He definitely hits that run out and he does not give overthrows like that. So, yeah, off day for the king, off day for the king's team, and it's okay. It's all right. Shibi, carry us forward.
I think we have DDP. We can just kind of make him as a constant green.
Him and
every-
Bhuvi, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, just he again looked so good, man. The way he played, clean strokes, just the strike rate he was batting at again. I really think he just kept losing too many wickets on the other end, so I don't think he could ever hit his stride. He had to play a role which he hasn't had to this season, which was sort of playing an anchor sort of innings, slowing down a bit, trying to play on till the end, which is something we haven't seen from him this year. And I just think that if he had hung around till the end, I would have been interested to see what is Devdutt Padikkal in the 17th to 20th over like what gears does he hit? How does he plan an innings out there? But again, just a phenomenal innings. My
Phenomenal,
DDP
dude.
for India campaign, like I'm gonna stick strong with that. Or like he's
Like your Bethel for RCB, guys, and he manifested. So watch out. Dude, I just wanted to say completely agree with you. And I said this 2 episodes ago, or maybe last episode, but I said that the wicket I'm most scared about losing after Virat is DDP at this point. I initially said I don't know if it's Rajat or DDP who's my number 2, but I'll tell you today, we're not giving a yellow box to Rajat. It's fine. It happens. You play aggressively. It's not going to come off sometimes. Fine. But what I'll tell you is DDP has another level, that gear you're talking about, that new role. So I'm really keen to see what Virat's new role looks like, where he doesn't always play that because someone else can. And that someone else is DDP. So yeah, love it, man. Great shout. Wish it clicked. He also got so unlucky with getting out. He like edged it onto his pad, onto the stump. Like I don't think Rashid's ever got a bowl like that, bro.
yeah.
Anyway, Ayush, go ahead. 4th box.
I'll take Romario before Shubi gets to it because I've come across as a Romario hater. So like, let me,
Yes, you have.
but yeah, like let me give him the credit where it's due. And I wish he batted a little more sensibly. I think like it was already the last batting pair. Like Venki had also come out at that time, I think. And he's just gone and like he took Rashid for 2 sixes, fine. Like that's a matchup you can take on. He didn't really need to go after that for another one against a pacer, and we still had 5 to 6 overs. But still, just to be clear, I'm giving him the green box. I think he did a good job. When he hit those 2 sixes, he kind of gave me some confidence that we can rely on him for big hitting and maybe he can finish a game in the future. And obviously, coming to the bowling now, he finally showed us that he can bowl. I was really scared. Like one free, can we do it? Maybe we can. And then like with one bowler less, that means Romario has to bowl 4. So that's why I was not very happy at the halfway stage. But the way he came in and bowled, and it was surprising that KP never got a chance. Yeah, I think he again kept us in the game for, or at least it gave us hope for a long time.
Yeah, dude, there was that over when he got 2 wickets, I think. The catch at fine leg and LBW. By the way, LBW, like, guys, how is the umpire giving you that not out when it's so clearly out? And we are on one review and we're like, okay, bro, we'll use it. So, redemption, man. Redemption for Romario. Redemption for RCB. Sorry, should we go ahead?
No, I was just going to say Romario, like I agree. Like I think this was perhaps one of his best performances this season for sure. But do you think that the reason he only went for, what did he go for, 30 or something, is because GT weren't accelerating? That if the equation was maybe if they were chasing a 180 or 190, would they maybe have targeted Romario more and wouldn't have been simple? Like they didn't need to really go for it, right? So did that play a role in like
Who's the hater
making his
now?
numbers?
Dude, that way, when we were 13, we had them at 13 for 6 in the last game against DC. And Romario came in. Again, you would have said that, like, sure, he should have gone for a few runs because of the match situation, but he was still taken to the winners. So at least let's give him credit when he's completed the job. It doesn't matter, I guess, what the other
But I mean, the
circumstance.
thing with DC is DC were playing to survive here. GT were like they just had to be sensible. DC had to kind of go for it, I think. I mean, I'm all happy for Romario to do well, but I just think that how deeply do we want to get
Dude, okay,
attached to
okay.
this Romario
I
performance?
hear you, Shubi. You're basically saying the game was already won in
Yeah.
DC's eyes, so they didn't need to do anything. Okay, let's talk about before the game was won. They clearly picked one bowler to take to the cleaners, and that was Josh Hazelwood. Right? So
Yep.
if Hazelwood gets taken to the cleaners like that, and Romario gives 2 more runs than Bhuvi, 1 less wicket. By the way, Venki dropped that catch. Okay, so I'm counting that, man. I'm counting 3 wickets for Romario, barely 2 runs more than Bhuvi. And we praise Bhuvi like he's the Lord, right? So I think Romario deserves it today, man. Don't want to take
Well-
anything away from the guy. I think today's game, the only thing I will say, guys, is Jason Holder, Romario's like big brother figure. He took him into the Caribbean team. He took him into the West Indies team. He's always his homie. Anyway, you know what he does? Romario comes out to bowl. The smacks him on the first ball for a 6. Romario comes out to bat. Jason Holder his wicket on the first ball or second ball that he bowled to him. Either way, my point is Romario did well, but Jason Holder is his baap, bro, and baap hota hai. ठीक है? Ayush, I know you
Play
love that
hold,
one.
bro. Play hold.
Play hold, guys. Play hold. Shubi, come on. Give us your fifth, man. Let's move on from Romario and make it back.
I think the red flag, I think we're talking about Venki's drop catch. I think if we're talking about that, I think the worst one of the game was Jitesh's of Butler. I think that drop catch just sort of encapsulated Jitesh's season. Again, so poor when he came out. And again, like just a perfect situation for him to. He came out really early in the innings. There was time for him to settle in. He could have played on till the end. You know that platform, like this is the guy who's gone on podcasts and said, I hope the top order fails so I get a chance. Brother, like today you had that chance and how. Yeah, and I think that drop catch, like Butler accelerating after that, I think if you think about it, right, if it wasn't a 155 chase, if it was a 180, 190, 40 like runs of Jitesh could have got us there. Or if we had removed 40 of those runs Butler scored, it's again a different game. So I just think that it was just such a poor game from him. I think he's a guy who's out of form and knows he's out of form. And I think that's the thing, right? When you're when you don't have confidence, to get it back is hard. And I think I'd said this in an earlier episode as well. I think there might be something to do with his situation with the Indian team as well. What happened at the World Cup is that could, I think, be playing a role with what's happening here. But I think for a while we've been able to carry Jitesh in that sense that we've been able to figure out a way. But I think we're slowly reaching a point where
We need him
games
to
where the games which he would win for us or he contributed in last season, suddenly we're not getting that delta is there now.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. I do want to say, guys, though, that I love Jitesh more or as much as any one of you do. Like, and everyone on the panel does. We love Jitesh. So us giving him a red box doesn't come from a place of, we don't want you in the team. I hope you are never here. It comes from a place of, you can do better than that, man. In fact, you have. So please step it up. Just wanted to make that clear. All our red boxes are always, constructive criticism, as I heard in my review recently. Anyway, Ayush, kick it off. I mean, end it with the 6th box.
Okay, so circling back to Benki, I think I'd give him a red box. I
Of
know
course
it's a
you
bit
went with
harsh.
Frankie.
I know it's a
He's
bit
like, who
harsh.
should I hate this game, bro?
I know you guys will have a lot of things to say, but I think it's a red box for me because he's sitting on the bench. It's tough. It's a tough game. It's tough to just come in and perform, but clearly that's his role, right? Like he's not going to be in the 11. We've discussed this, the kind of form DDP is in. So he's only going to come in games like this where we need our impact player to come in when we're batting first and we have collapsed. And if he's not going to take that chance, I really don't see what value he's bringing. And it's I think the drop catch pissed me off a little more. It was already bad. After he dropped that catch, I was like, wow, what did he just do? Why was he came and he was 4 of 10 at one point. I was literally thinking Suyash could have come out to bat or Hazel would have come out to bat and he would have had the same figures probably, if not worse. I mean, if not better. So he's
Wait, one
basically
sec,
come
Ayush.
in.
Editor, clip this, man, because verbatim, that is what Ayush messaged us when we were on the group and he messaged saying, bro, Suyash
Put
would
the
have gotten
screenshot.
4
We
out
should
of 10.
put the screenshot.
Yeah, editor will do it. Don't worry. Go on, Ayush. Sorry.
I mean, just to sum it up though, it's a bit harsh. it's a bit tough, but like that's his role. Like he has to. If he can't do it, then like he deserves a red box. Like it's tough, but I have to give it to him.
Shubi, I know you were leaning towards the color yellow for Venki.
So-
Do you want to make the case?
So I mean, I think like I agree with Ayush. I think his performance was not what we needed at that point. He did not get going when he came on. Like he got hit in the ribs. Like it just wasn't his day at all, right? But I think for me with Venki, my gripe I think is more with I guess the management, because Venkatesh Iyer is not your finisher. Like Venkatesh Iyer is not the type of batter who in the IPL goes out when the 18th over to get 20 of 8 or 20 of 10, right? Like he has not done that. This is the guy who used to open for KKR. So for me, Venkatesh Iyer, we always sort of throw him in as like a little Hail Mary that go, we're in a situation, get us out of it. We did that against Rajasthan as well, where it did kind of work. And again, he looked scratchy there, but like he got some runs. But to me, the Venki problem is more about we aren't using him right. And when you come in as an impact sub in that situation, you obviously have that extra bit of pressure there. And I just think a finisher is the toughest role to have. So he is not that guy. I don't think he's ever been that guy. So yeah, I mean, like I almost feel bad for him that this is what his existence is in the team, because I don't see how else he fits in. But yeah, that clearly we've not figured out how to nail our impact sub use with Venki.
But also, I think
Absolutely.
there's something up with his body language that also like I don't know. It doesn't give me 100% confidence. I just feel like I don't know. It's a lack of passion or like that energy that he comes in with. He looked very casual at times, and when he dropped that catch, I think it just made that a little more like solid in my mind, like that thought. So I mean, anyway,
Yeah, I'll just say, responding to you, Shubi, yeah, I was also leaning towards Venki yellow box. I actually would have actually called the yellow box just impact sub, but fine, we'll call it Venki because lack of impact. Ayush, on the body language thing, I'll say this, man. There's moments where DDP hits 50s and then they'll show the dugout. And I promise you, you'll not find anyone who's happier than Venki when DDP hits a 50. And like you said, that is his direct competition to get in the 11, right? So I want to give him the flowers for that. Like he does play for the team and he clearly is having a good time. But I do sense what you're saying, and here's what I put it down to. I think he has this air of like calmness or nonchalance or overconfidence, which usually players that have ability have. Right? If you don't have the ability and you just have this vibe, that's what you get with Venkatesh Iyer right now. And that's why his choice is simple, bro. Either he comes when, we need a miracle or Hail Mary, like Shubi said, or he serves water in the innings break. Like, I'm sorry, but that's all he's gonna do. So
he doesn't
anyway,
yet
guys.
feel like an RCB player, right? Like he just doesn't feel like a proper RCB guy yet.
No, which is why I caveated the start with he actually is an RCB boy. Like he cares a lot about this, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't feel it yet. I don't feel it yet. And I'm with you guys. Anyway, that's 6 things we learned. It was a miserable game, a bad day. We still had 4 green boxes and 2 reds. Let us know if we're being too harsh on, any of the reds, or let us know if we missed something that you caught. All right, guys, quick closing thoughts. I promised a quick episode, so let's make it quick. Ayush, is this a blip or is this a warning?
I think it was just a bad day. I think it's just a blip.
Okay.
And again, I'll add that the toss is very important. You lose the toss and it becomes a 50-50 for a team like RCB. So like we're really good. We can try winning after losing the toss, but it really changes the odds, I think.
Dude, I'm so excited to see what the editor ends up putting up on her whole toss thing with Punjab. But should be question for you, man. And this one is a hard question. I saved it for the end of the video because I know if I asked it at the start, people would stop watching. But what to do with Hazelwood, man? 0 for 56 is pretty bad.
I think it's sort of how we're seeing just the whole performance, right? A bad day in the office. I mean, we're seeing Bumrah getting absolutely thumped out there. So IPL is not for the bowlers right now. So I think every once in a while, like even the best in the world will have these days. I think the thing with Hazelwood is this isn't a consistent thing. This isn't like he's going through a phase right now or like he's not been performing for a while. Like he just won us the last game. I don't think we should read anything into it, really.
Yeah. No, agreed. And dude, if Jitesh took that catch, like maybe his figure
different story.
so different.
I was just gonna say
but,
that. Yeah.
Also, I think it was more of a matchup thing. I think Shubman Gill like just played really well. Like it was his day.
Yeah.
So more than Hazelwood having a bad game, I think he just lost that one matchup, which like ruined his figures. And I think same for like VK versus Rabada. That doesn't mean you start questioning Rabada's ability. So
No, but the reason you don't is because Rabada got smacked for what, 6 4s. I know it was 5, but like you said, the 6 should have been as well. And bro, he came back and got the guy, man. So I don't know. Wait, was Rabada's wicket Kohli or did Rabada get someone else out? But either way, like he came back the next
he
over
came
and
back,
got someone out. He got Virat out. He literally got Virat out, bro. So I'm just saying, like, I don't think they're equal because if Hazelwood had come back and got him out, then I'm like, okay, fine, now it's equal. But cool, guys, we will never say anything bad about Hoff. I don't think anyone in world cricket says anything bad about him. It's okay, it happens. Ayush, last one for you, and we're gonna let our audience go after this. Are we still winning the title?
Yeah, of course. Like, what? There's that's not even a question to ask. Like, of course, you're winning the title.
There's a reason I asked you.
Then
Shubi,
don't
are
ask
we
Shubi.
still winning the
No,
title?
let's end it here. Don't ask Shubi.
Let's end it there. Let's end it
Don't
there.
ask me. Don't
That-
ask me. All right, he's gonna get cancelled again. All right, guys, this has been the Red and Bold Show. Tough game today. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you find some solace in the fact that, like, look at our faces. No one is sad. Guys, do not hit the panic button. Don't stop loving this team. Do whatever little things you can. Like, for example, I'm gonna wake up for the toss next game. Okay, so whatever it is you can. In fact, I'm gonna throw on the comments. Editor, please do this for me. Ritesh, one of our viewers, said that he made a wish during the IPL 2025 final that if this comes true, he'll stop eating non-veg on Mondays. Well, it's been over a year now, and he still does not eat non-veg on Mondays. At least that's what he's told us. So, love you, Chartesh, and everybody do that little thing in your life because we're winning next game. All right, guys? Love you all. Take care. Play bold. Let's go.